All right, look, this is a strategy that works no matter what you do for a living. All right. I'm a barber, so I'm gonna put y'all on to some game because I built real wealth by following this process, not getting fancy, not getting distracted. Look, the best skill set that you have where you can get the best return on your investment is what you're doing right now. And if it's not a skill set that you're getting paid on, then you better go find one. And what I mean by that is McDonald's ain't gonna work. Okay. And I worked at Arby's. It could only work if you build your skill sets and then you work your way up. So when I was at Arby's, I started out making sandwiches and washing dishes. And in a year and a half, I think, I became the general manager of that store because I build my skill sets up within the store. Now, if you have a skill set and you're a barber, man, you better get booked up. That's the best ROI you can get. But I see so many barbers that make 60, 70, 80K, a decent living. And you take your money and you throw it into Bitcoin. Guys, there's no income that gets generated from that. You know, like it's all, if all you ever, and then you put yourself into a suite. That's, you know, you at that point, now you're really dependent on active income. You're a slave to your own job because you rented a suite, you got a lease, and if nobody's in that suite making money, nobody can pay the bills, and you're the only person that can do it. You guys get what I'm saying? So focus on your active income and max that thing out, okay? And that might mean for you and whatever job you work, maxed out is $150,000 a year, let's just say, okay? Congrats, man, because look, if you had 100K and you put it into the S&P 500, into the stock market, and you were getting Warren Buffett returns at 20%. 20% on 100K is $20,000 a year. I guarantee you put that same 100K and you invested in yourself, in marketing, in ads, in your skill sets, in opening a barbershop, I guarantee you, unless you're just horrible, you're gonna beat 20% returns, okay? So you start there. Man, be great at what you do now. That's low-hanging fruit. And then once you're great at that, what you'll find is doors will open up for you. Plenty of opportunities will reveal themselves to you. And then you have to make a decision, you know, am I going to pay attention to that? Am I going to invest in it? A lot of you guys can't because you live above your means. And every dollar that you make, no matter how much more money you're making, you're spending it all. So whatever it is that your lifestyle is now, if you're making 80K right now and you live on 60, try to stay at 60, bro. Try to stay at 60 as you're growing. And if you notice that 60 starts to creep up, that's okay. But lock in and realize it. You know, you go from 60 to 70, but your income went from 80 to 90. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, right? If your income goes to 120 and your lifestyle's at 70, that's not a bad thing. But that margin that you have now, that's the money that you get to invest into going from active to passive income. Active to passive income, okay? And passive income is not never work another day in your life, the money keeps coming in. That's not passive income. That shit does not exist no matter what people tell you, all right? What it is it's leveraged income, okay? So maybe you got to do the work 10 hours a month, but your income potential is unlimited, right? That could be, for example, like selling a product. You know, you might sell a product that takes you 10 hours a week to ship the product out, but somebody makes a video, it goes viral, and your sales go crazy, but you're still spending the same 10 hours, right? You might drop a YouTube video that gets, and I've seen this happen, that gets 3 million views, and you make $30,000 just like that from that one video. But you only made the video once. You know what I mean? Or you might make a TikTok video that has a product for sale and you're earning affiliate dollars from it. And if the video goes viral and all of a sudden you start generating affiliate dollars from selling somebody else's product. You realize most of you guys have an active income job that you can attach a passive income to, doing the same thing, but now you're creating another way of generating income from doing the same thing. I used to joke all the time. I used to do free YouTube haircuts. And then I used to tell people, it's free to the customer, but to me, I make like $1,500 every time I do one of these haircuts. Why? Because it's a haircut tutorial I would put on YouTube, get 30, 40, sometimes 1 million views, and I would make minimum $1,500 from that one haircut. That's passive income. That's leveraged income. So now I'm not only making money from my barbershop, but I'm making money from the content I'm creating. And guess what? I'm still living below my means. Okay? Because you're not done there. A lot of people will do this stuff and say they're retired, but you're not. That's still active income. You still got to do the work to make money. The third step, once you've mastered your income, your active income, and then your passive income, the third step is to take that money, that margin, because you're living below your means. And let's say you're living on $80,000 a year, but you're making $150,000. That means you got $70,000. That spread, we haven't even talked taxes yet, but that spread is $70K. Man, you better take that $70K and start buying assets with it. Whether, to me right now, what I love is the stock market and businesses, right? Some markets are great for real estate as well, right? So those are the three things that I focus on. It's going to be businesses, it's going to be real estate, it's going to be stocks, okay? And so I do all three of them. But there's better markets for each of them. And sometimes opportunities come up where I can buy or invest in a business that is a no-brainer. So the problem is that a lot of you guys, even if an opportunity reveals itself to you, you don't got the damn money to make a move anyways. And if you did, it's very small. It's not going to move the needle for you, right? Because you keep living above your means. And so once you get to that third step, man, bro, and you start buying assets, that's when real wealth is built. That's where real financial freedom is built. But most of you guys don't tackle the first step, and that's mastering your active income. Bro, that's the best ROI you can get, is investing in yourself. I know you've heard this a million times, right? So invest in yourself. Get better at cutting hair. Get better at business behind the chair. Learn ads, learn marketing, learn how to do it in a way that's duplicatable, so then you can open a barbershop and start making money off of not just your haircuts, but other people's haircuts, because you put them in a position to win. And now you start taking this money, right? And you start thinking about, you know what, let me buy a camera, or you know what, let me open another barbershop, or you know what, whatever it takes to start, or let me start selling products to our customers. So now I got to go spend 10 grand on inventory so that I can start making money from the products that I sell to my current customers. It's low hanging fruit. It's easy to do. Okay. Now you're producing income outside of just you trading time for it. And so now, I don't know if the picture's clear enough to you guys. There's a reason why I don't like suites, because there's zero leverage there. There's zero leverage there. You are the only person that can make money in that suite, and you're the only person that's going to pay for those expenses. And if you get sick or you can't work, those expenses are still there. You become a slave to your own job, is the way I look at it with suites. No knock to them, but that's how I look at it. Unless you're a content creator that, you know, makes a bunch of money from that, then it might make sense. But even then, bro, why not be a content creator and have the barbershop and make money from haircuts? Because that gives you more margin to put into the things that really ultimately build wealth, and that is assets. Remember, businesses, real estate, stocks. And I can tell you the easiest assets to buy are stocks. The easiest. And what I would tell you guys is just pour it into the S&P 500, that stock ticker VOO, or the NASDAQ, that stock ticker QQQ, okay? And I would just start pouring money into there. And once you have $20,000 in your brokerage account in the stock market, then you can start doing options. Now, I wouldn't day trade options. I do options that are a year and a half out, because I don't want to turn stocks into active income. That's supposed to be assets that are passive. I already got my active income. Okay, I can raise my prices and make more money doing my active income than I would spending freaking my mornings and my time doing options. Because if I'm day trading options, bro, then I got to compromise something, and my foundation is the active income, bro. Right? Hopefully that's making sense. But if you're doing long-term investing with options, that's a W, and that's what I do. So, and then once I have those three steps done, guess what you get to do? Rinse and repeat. rinse, and repeat. This is how I built a portfolio that earns 8 figures a year, bro. The best assets that I've been able to buy, and it's not for everybody because not everybody loves business, can handle the responsibilities of owning businesses, is I invested in businesses or I started businesses. I have an accounting firm. I invested in a truck manufacturing company. I have a product line. I have 10 barbershops. Not everybody can do that. You got to build teams and have leadership skills and be willing to invest into this muscle right here in order to do that at scale. But everybody can do one active income, one passive income, and then investing into assets, and that will scale to the moon. Everyone can do that. Good luck.